I'm going to start with Denver 7's Brandon Richard live with protests happening now at the state capitol stemming from frustrations over the Trump administration's immigration policies. Brandon, what are demonstrators saying?
Well, you know, many of those protesters very upset with ICE. They're especially upset with President Trump and his immigration policies, and specifically those mass deportations. Now, I'll step out of the way so you can see what this crowd of protesters looks like right now. This is no longer hundreds of people. This is at least a couple of thousand. A couple of thousand protesters have been in and around the Colorado State Capitol throughout this afternoon. This crowd has thinned out just a bit, but still a massive crowd here outside the Capitol. At times, some of these protesters, hundreds by the hundreds, breaking off to protest and march down the streets of downtown Denver. Now, many of these protesters, they represent the immigrant community, some of them children of immigrants, many of them just angry about the president's immigration policy, including those raids, those ICE raids that happened this morning in Denver and Aurora. Some concerned about families and children potentially getting caught up in those raids. Other protesters here represent the LGBTQ community, specifically the transgender community, which feels under attack with the president signing an executive order just this afternoon banning transgender athletes from women's sports. And really out here, it's a coalition of people protesting President Trump and his administration. Here's what some of them had to tell us earlier.
But I think people are pretty angry. They're pretty tired of seeing things being eroded, our rights being eroded.
Trump doesn't have a mandate. There are people that have that want to protect what we have in our country.
Beautiful how everyone's united out here, the different flags, everyone's protesting for their right, their cause, you know, on their values, and that's amazing.
Now, I saw just as many signs protesting billionaire Elon Musk as I did with President Trump. Many protesters told us they don't like this idea of Elon Musk having so much power. Many people wondering, well, who elected Elon Musk in the first place? Now, organizers expect this crowd to grow over the next few hours because they're expected to have this protest going on till 8 o'clock tonight. So they're expecting more people as they get off from work to come down here to the state capitol. We're live in Denver. Brandon Richard, Denver 7.